Scopes, you just finished here at the Hive. What's your take on it today?
Yeah, I think probably one too many. I think we were beaten by a really good side, weren't we? And there's a reason they're flying in National League, and full credit to them. And I think the first half was quite tight, quite cagey, and we had a couple of opportunities and a couple of chances we didn't quite take, and they probably had a couple of chances as well. And I think the goal probably that knocked us a little bit was a good move, good finish from the big man. He's a real threat all game, wasn't he? And give us lots of problems, and probably knocked us a little bit. And the plan was to stay in it second half, and once you go 2-0 down, it was going to be a real big ask because they looked after the ball really well, and the challenge for us. And these aren't our battles, I don't think, this year really. So I think we're disappointed, and we want to win every game, and our boys want to test ourselves against teams like Barnet, full-time teams, and Yeovil the week before. But they're not really our battles, and our focus has to be put this to bed and move on to Saturday, which is a big game for us.
Yeah, and as you said, Barnet are full-time. A tough place to come on the pitch. Do you think at points we adapted to them well?
Yeah, I think so. We changed shape a little bit. We tried to sort of nullify. They play a really good system. That puts lots of bodies in the front line and puts you under pressure, and you have to move very quickly and shuffle really quickly. And I thought we did it really well for about 35 minutes, and then just switched off for 1 minute. And the boy Brunt got the ball, and you give him that much space in front of goal or on the edge of the box, he's going to find a forward that makes good runs. So yeah, that caused us lots of problems. But I think we've got to learn from it, haven't we? And like I say, these aren't our battles, but I think it's important that you take a look at it and you try and learn from it. And I think individually our boys have to look at themselves and learn from this and look at them. We made very little mistakes, and I think we made quite a few mistakes at times under pressure. But collectively we have to put it to bed and we move on, because it's like I said, this probably isn't our battle, and being in step 2 next year is our challenge, and nothing's changed from that.
Yeah, and obviously the last couple of years we know what we've done, and then to add to this now, we've had a very good FA Cup run.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I think obviously it's been tough, hasn't it? And the replays have probably knocked us, and no excuses, but we've got a small squad and got a lot of boys learning the level and developing the level. But, I couldn't be prouder of them in this FA Cup run. I think they've all give everything they got. And I think you could see that to the last minute today. They were pressing and hurrying, and got a real good, honest bunch of lads that want to do well. So my challenge is to help them and try and develop them and make them better. And if they want to get to this level, then we have to try and push them on and try and do that. But like I say, we have to reflect on it, put it to bed now, it's done, and move on to Saturday, which is really important for us.
Yeah, Friday, last year about the FA Cup, obviously we know we've had the replays and stuff like that, but behind the scenes, has it been challenging?
Yeah, I think so. The suspensions is going to kill us a little bit, isn't it, in terms of sendings off. Picked up a few niggles and a few injuries, but it's all part of the process and it's all part of the season, and I don't think we'd turn it down at all or regret it. We've really enjoyed it, and even though we got well beat tonight, we probably enjoyed our night, and it's good for the boys to test themselves against real good players in a real nice stadium as well. So that's really important, and I think our boys will learn from that and move forward. And I think as a football club, where we've come from, and I know we keep saying it, but to listen to them fans behind the goal singing for 90 minutes and even singing at 4-0 down and out singing Barnet fans and maybe outnumbering a few of them as well.
Definitely.
Real credit to them, and I can't be prouder of them, and I feel like I've let them down a little bit tonight in terms of our performance, but I'll make sure that we do well and we dust ourselves off and we're ready to go again for the weekend.
Yeah, and obviously now we are at the FA Cup, but we focus on the league. Do you think that run gave us a bit of a boost in there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's challenged ourselves. We have to play full-time teams in our league, don't we? We've got a few of them coming up, so it's big tough games, and yeah, every game's a cup final for us, isn't it? And nothing changes in terms of that, and every game's different. And today they were really technically good, made the pitch really big and found the pockets of space, and be a different game against Truro. And I think it's important that we develop and we can adapt, and that's what we're learning. And I'm learning still, and still developing, and so are our players. And I think once we keep doing that and keep improving, then we can carry on moving forward, which is the biggest aim.
Yeah, and then finally, our attendances have been growing. How much would it mean to yourself, the boys, and the club for the attendances to keep on growing and giving us that little bit more support?
Yeah, I think since the move to Parkside, it's not just since we've come into the football club, things have moved forward, and hopefully being successful and doing well has increased that. And I want people to come and enjoy the football, and maybe didn't today at times because we didn't have a lot of the ball and it was challenging for us, but hopefully they can come and enjoy the football and get behind the team. And we're always going to give them a team that's never going to give up, and I'll make sure of that, and they're not going to give up, and our supporters don't give up on us either. which is important. And I think collectively as a group and one club, we can move forward again. And that's the challenge this year. And I think, all honesty, our challenge is to stay in this division so that we can grow again. And that's the important thing, isn't it? And if we can stay in here, then we can grow that supporter base, we can grow the squad and the team and the players that we've got, and move forward as all together.
Perfect, Dan. Thanks for your time, mate.
Thank you. Cheers.